Hello. Welcome to the OTV podcast, episode 27. We're joined today by Masayoshi, Brodin, and LilyPichu.
All right, get to talking.
I haven't done a podcast in a while.
Same.
How do these things run?
Yeah, I forgot how to do a podcast.
Can you guide us?
Yeah, can you tell us what to do?
Yeah, so typically the way podcast works is
Anyways, so topic one. John's Minecraft Twitch rivals. Next topic.
So John recently did a Minecraft Twitch Rivals where he had a whole custom map, invited a bunch of people. They were put into teams. It was very cool. We lost. Who won again?
Punz's team.
Punz's team. It was very well done.
Sean won.
Yeah, Sean won. He's on Punz's team.
I remember the in-game voice was like really, really smooth, which surprised me. I'm so used to janky in-game voice things. The map was really creative. It was pretty cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a great clip where Sushi Dragon is like at the bottom of the world, and he just hears someone scream because of the proximity voice. Go like,
Just Celine screaming.
Oh, is that Celine?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It was also after he fell and he screamed. He's like, oh my God, how do I get up? And he's like looking around, and then she just falls too. They're just stuck in the...
How did you get the map? Like, was that custom made? Or?
Yeah, we hired builders.
That is so cool. That is a great map. Wow. They
Yeah.
did such a good job.
No, they killed it.
How many builders did that take?
I'm not sure. It was... I've hired 2 different builders, so I'm like mixing them up. The first team I've had that's like built stuff, it's just like 4 people, it seems like. But this one seemed like a lot. I want to say this one was at least, I want to say 6 to 8. I have no idea though.
Yeah, it felt like a whole video game world,
Yeah.
which was really cool in Minecraft.
what's it like to throw a Twitch Rivals streamer event for 2,000 of the world's biggest streamers?
Huh?
2,000?
Yeah.
Was it 2000? No, it wasn't.
It was like 60.
It was like, yeah.
No, 48. No. 48. No. 48. No. That one, it didn't feel like I was running it because there's so many hiccups that I had to do it like live. So I was playing like admin while somewhat broadcasting, while also before the event started, I'm like ready. I'm like, I was going to preface like my whole rundown, my whole spiel on how the game's gonna run, and then there are some other there's like some miscommunications of like talking to you and Simply as the broadcasters, and then I'm like, okay, I joined you guys' call. It's like some website, I don't know, it wasn't like Zoom, it was like some caster website, so they could hear us and everyone in real time on their broadcast. And then my mic stopped working, my audio stopped working, I couldn't hear anything. I was like, okay, easy fix. I'm going to change to my headphones. I'm like, okay, I can hear everyone. Hey, what's up, Brodin? Simply. And I'm like, oh no, my mic's not working either. I go into Minecraft, my mic's not working in there. I'm having like a meltdown. So I'm spending like an hour just troubleshooting my PC.
And this is like 20 minutes before everything goes live.
Yeah.
For context too, so John created this event, brought it to Twitch, somehow Twitch became involved.
Yeah, we pitched it to them. They liked the idea, and then they helped invest it.
He had been talking to me about it for months at this point. Asks me and Simply to be casters, and we're like, okay, cool. Tells us all this stuff, the plan for how he wants the broadcast to go, and then Simply and I are in a call with Twitch like rivals, like supervisors or whatever, and there's no John there. And like we're doing like this like tech rehearsal, and it's been like an hour, and then now it's like 20 minutes before the show, and they're like, cool, so yeah, if you guys have any questions, let us know, but that's about it. And Simply and I are like, yeah, so when does John come here? Oh no, John's not gonna be in this.
Oh.
John's streaming separately. And we're like, huh, I don't think John knows that.
Yeah. We I think the miscommunication happened because we had agreed a month prior. They're like, hey, do you want any caster people on your stream? I'm like, yeah, I'd like my boys Simply and Brodin. Like, okay, cool. And we'll do our stream as a scoreboard and all that. We'll be good to go. day of event, they're like, I get a message from Simply. He like sends me a screenshot of their caster call. He's like, we've been kidnapped. I'm not allowed. You're not allowed to join the call. So like I had to like get approval to join the call with them because that was the whole plan to admin with them. But it was just all of a miscommunication.
Still turned out good though.
Yeah,
That was a pretty solid event.
The
I
ex-
just felt bad for the people who died. They were ghosts.
oh yeah,
that was rough. I'm like,
That was also a tech problem.
I had to kill people to res my teammate.
So yeah, no, we were supposed to have a res system, but it was gonna be me, Brodin, Simply. So we were supposed to be able to get people up, get the pace going.
Yeah.
So people could just go get subs, go farm subs.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, wait. I have two things.
Yeah.
First one is one extra funny bit is John had his audio problems. So stream starts. Simply, the host and I are all in like presenting on stream. We're live.
Yeah.
And we're interviewing someone.
Yeah.
And halfway through the interview, we just hear like, yo, what's up? And the three of it, like he's talking into our ear from a separate channel. So his channel's not live, but all of us can hear this like lunatic going like, hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? I'm just like,
You have to like ignore it.
that's so interesting. Yeah. That's, okay.
That's so funny. That's cute.
Who were you interviewing at that time?
We're interviewing Burn. And not only that, they told us like, hey, stall. So we're out of questions at that point. And we're just kind of like all trying to think of like things to ask him. Meanwhile, John's like, hello? Anyone?
Dude, I was freaking out. Like, there's no way I'm having an audio problem out of nowhere. I've had this like set up for 2 years.
What was the second thing?
The second thing is, so while we were casting, we were constantly being shown stats for players.
Uh-huh.
And you kept popping up
Why?
for least steps taken.
Oh, that's so funny.
I'm curious, was this a strategy of yours?
Least steps taken?
Least steps taken.
I walked the least?
Yes.
So-
Why is that even a stat, guys?
So,
That's just to shame people, really.
I wanted to think of like, I'm like, okay, let's say like we can get like a koala award. I used to play a game called Towerfall. And
I would've won that.
They would give like koala award for people that just don't move. And I'm like, I want like awards like that for people, like for the.
Well, I
event.
was dead
so
for
everyone
a bit too.
wins.
So does that count?
Yeah, that's no steps.
No
I
steps
guess.
when I'm dead.
Wait,
right?
no, I feel like that's also alive. I don't know how they programmed it.
Okay, because when
I'm
I was
assuming it's when
dead,
you're alive.
I'm sorry, I was multitasking, waiting for my teammates to arrest me.
Wow.
And then, oh my god, there was this time where like I was trying to res Jummy and Arya, or we were trying because they were dead for a really long time. Oh, I forgot. I don't even remember who I killed. Who did I kill? I forgot. Anyway, it was some dude.
What did you discover in the world?
Huh?
What did you discover? I wanted like people to have a lot of discoverability because I think it creates more memories, but I also then learned it creates a lot of overthinking or like
I think
not as much fun.
killing players for their shot to revive your own team was really funny.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I have to do it. And I was like asking him like, oh hey, what Minecraft skin are you using? Like, and then just casually and then like just start wagging him to death. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, you're that kind of killer.
I had to. And then
You have any food or water?
yeah, sorry, I have no gear.
Can you let me
please.
in? Yeah.
I like the different weapons too. Like
Yeah.
the different rarity. That felt like a very RPG sort of thing. I love that shit.
Yeah.
Where it's like you can get epic legendary loot, blah blah, blah and you feel so good.
I
Kinda
was hoping people like would like think of builds. Ended up being apparently the wand was the most broken.
Oh yeah, the wand was sick.
It was hit scan.
Oh.
And there's some FPS players. I'm like,
Oh.
this is gonna be bad. I'm like, hopefully Timmy doesn't find that. Thankfully he found a sword. I'm like, okay, yeah, stick to that.
I think it's cool. I liked how there are like different like weapons. I like that a lot.
Yeah, some people were mages and warriors. It was cool to see.
And the little ring slot thingies too.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
pretty cool.
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Now for a quick word from our sponsor.
Today's podcast is sponsored by Tower of Fantasy, a free-to-play shared open-world MMORPG available on PC and mobile platforms.
Players can team up, fight bosses, and explore the world together using unique vehicles and relic equipment as transportation.
Now is an exciting time to start because they just released their 2.3 update and half anniversary events, which have so much new content. After we played, the features you must try are the new character, map, story, the new limited time minigames, and even more contests where you can win rewards.
The new character is a genius skater named Alice, who does really well in the new map, Miasmic Swamp.
Her ability allows you to move through the swamp more flexibly and experience the storyline together.
There's even new multiplayer content, like a music-themed mission, a racing-themed mission, and a roguelike challenge that you can play with your friends.
Download the game today and explore the new world using our code
PA99UUPQ.
Happy half anniversary to Tower of Fantasy.
C.
What's it like being roommates? Well, I don't really see Brodin or John as often.
We raided your room recently, but yeah, that's probably the
One time.
most we hung out for that.
You guys continue. I'll be right back.
What happened?
Can I come with?
You guys
See
can
there?
blow your nose together if you want.
No, it's okay.
All right.
He's shy.
So we live in a like a more separated area.
Yeah.
But we're the closest to each other in that specific area.
Yeah.
So it's hard to see anyone except him. I do hear John yelling a lot.
Oh, you do hear me.
John, every time you yell in Valorant, I hear you. No, but it's okay because you hear my dogs barking. So it's like, we're good.
Are you a heavy sleeper?
I'm the equivalent of her dogs. No. Oh my god.
Every time he yells in Valorant, I'm like, oh, he's having a blast. Sometimes I hear it on my stream and I just pause and I'm like, you guys hear that? But
So
then
it's content.
my dogs bark too, so it's like, it's whatever.
In my mind too, I'm like closing the door to my closet. I'm like, damn, that's so much soundproofing there.
No.
I close my bathroom door. I'm like, I could like add a towel here or something. But I think it's good.
I don't really care though. It's not like it's not like loud. Also, it's funny. Also, it doesn't wake me up.
Thank God.
Wow, they're perfect roommates.
It's like very chill. It's really, yep.
What's your favorite roommate quality of John, and what's your favorite roommate quality of Lily?
I just think we both are very chill and don't really care. Does that make sense? Oh,
Yeah.
also, where we are, we have like a separate fridge area, like a small living and an area and a fridge area.
Yeah.
So we usually stock up the fridge with like a fuck ton of drinks and like snacks and stuff, and we just share. It's pretty
Yeah.
fun.
Little Jello.
Jello cups.
Little Jello cups.
Although recently I've been like putting like eggs and like vegetables and rice.
I took 3 eggs.
It's been stocked up recently.
It's coming together.
Also got a Koei.
The water thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I brought it
the
over.
BTS.
The BTS sponsored
You know.
Koei thing. That shit. Oh my god, it's so like. It's like
Why do you look like that?
Why? Visit
I might
our
have to come visit.
visit
a
our
little bit.
corner of the
Oh.
world sometime.
What do you think about being roommates now?
Yeah,
This is our first time living together.
I've never lived with you.
Well,
I mean, you lived in the wine cellar before,
I
right?
mean,
I feel like
shaky.
for everyone, I've got a little asterisk of
You
kind of
technically
lived
live
with
with them
you.
because Brodin's been like.
That is true. You'd come over and you're like, laundry day. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Down the hall.
but then I'll stay for like 3 days.
Yeah, and then you stay 3 days.
Brodin has stayed with everyone, I think, for like he just bounces around. You're like a, what do you call it? Like a wanderer, a nomad.
For the first year of knowing Brodin, I was like, he's Eeyore. He doesn't have a house. I just know
No,
it.
he
And I
has
don't care, but I just want to know.
He has a place too. And that surprised me.
No, yeah. He's like, and then I finally got down to him. So where do you live? He's like, oh yeah, I have a roommate. I have like 3 roommates. I live down over here. I'm like,
Oh, you have a place.
I'm like,
I was so
are
used
you
to-
sure?
He used to live in the wine cellar. Remember?
Yeah, I'm like a parasite. The wine cellar was cool though.
That room looks sick.
That was cool. You made it very cool.
I like how you hung up your clothes too. It was like on
Yeah.
the racks.
It was like a museum.
And it was like offset.
Oh my god! It wasn't. It looked like a museum, like
Yeah.
someone's museum.
It was
Yeah.
artsy.
It
Yeah.
felt like a art presentation or something because
you're just
I had no
sleeping.
walls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all glass. You're just sleeping in there.
The wine cellar. It's like a place. It's just like all the walls are glass, and he just put stuff on the walls to make it look like an exhibit, which
And
is really cool.
Because it was glass, like if I had the light on, it was kind of hard to see out. So it was like
Everyone could see. You,
everyone could see in and me,
Not out.
like sleeping, changing, doing whatever. and I couldn't see who was watching me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
that's
Brodin is
that is a
pretty-
crazy bedroom experience.
Even now, Brodin has really like, I feel like aesthetic looking room. Like, have you seen his plants and like
Yeah.
how his room is set up? It's very like, it looks like a room in the default Sims house. You know what I mean? That's
The default one or like a custom like.
Custom
mean,
safari
yeah,
vibe.
it's like a very default Sims house vibe. Like you have some plants over there. Oh, the PC goes there. The closet goes. It's like very normal, but very clean.
No, I saw the clip of like Sydney reacting to your room. I had the same reaction. I'm like, is this a set? I'm like, oh, that's his room.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Your plants
what the
surprised
hell?
me the most. I'm like, did you water them?
Yeah,
That's great. I'm happy for you.
they'll all die.
John's room is also very, very like aesthetic as well. It's very clean. It's very organized.
Yeah. Well,
Like-
this
Well,
house.
my room is a goddamn mess right now.
But when I saw it, it was very organized. Like he had decorations up and everything.
Yeah, even
Looked
like
very-
your apartment in the last place too.
Yeah, it was super organized. Surprisingly.
Little Shrek TV in the corner.
I saw Valorant tweet that.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
There's like a Valo network, like it's like where you're Valorant information or something
John
like that.
Yeah.
playing Valorant on a Shrek TV. Wow.
I remember filming that for you.
Yeah, I was like, Brodin, can you just like come here real quick and just like I'm just gonna deathmatch. And like it took like 3 tries. I'm like, that's not it. It feels weird.
And we got it. Yeah.
When we were playing it too, it comes out of the Shrek ear speakers. So like,
You have to hear it from
yeah, I'm just like,
Shrek's ears
I'm like,
coming from.
all right, that's from my
funny.
left, that's from my right, and that's all I really have. But yeah.
Yeah, typically I would say my aesthetic's like kind of minimalist, modern.
Yes, I see minimalist modern.
But
for
with
you.
this house, it's kind of hard because like it's like very like woody.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
gives me comfy, like cozy vibes.
So I had to shift into like plant.
You're so artsy.
plant core.
So quirky. Cottage core.
Lily's room, yours is really cozy. Yours like,
When the lights are off, yes.
Yeah.
I bought a bunch of like like the, what do you call it? You know, the little flower lights on the walls, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like I bought a bunch of those. The regular room light is ugly.
yeah.
I,
Yellow.
I never used that.
I know, it's so bad.
I had to get like the small Lifix bulbs. Like they had because like my other ones wouldn't fit in it because it has like that little
Yeah.
umbrella
Like the glass dome. Yeah.
But yeah, I had to get the little small ones. But I only got 2, so now I have like a third light bulb that's that ugly one, and I only have 2 Lifix, so now I had to just match that.
I do like
it's
how
bad.
like spacious it is. I think this is like one of the largest rooms.
It is pretty spacious.
It is
yeah.
so spacious. I have room for like everything, which is great.
Yeah, you have like a whole living room in your room.
Yeah, I have a little mini couch thingy, and I have a little projector. It's my first time using a projector. Well, my friend,
Oh yeah,
friend recommended it, and also like you guys use it, so I'm like, okay, let me try it, and it's actually so nice. I love it.
Dude, projectors are crazy.
I
now.
love projectors.
They got so good.
Yes, I'm a projector believer now. Yeah, it's really cozy. I like it. I like my room a lot. It's probably why I don't leave my room often anymore.
Don't tell Brodin I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Noise. Why is my crazy dreams
getting
part of the
them too.
topics?
Yeah. Okay. So you've been having a lot of crazy
But
dreams.
like, I always have crazy dreams. I just decided to write them for Twitter.
Yeah, but Lilypichu, you had a dream where like I saved
Oh
you
my
from
God.
spiraling.
This was
You-
the.
Wait, what?
Can I tell you? This is the craziest dream I've ever had. Like we were in another offline TV house. It was like an
Okay.
alternate world. You were all there. We're hanging out, and then it's like I found out it was a dream, right? And I was like talking to Brodin, like this is like a dream, and Brodin's like, what was it? What if like this is just us from like another world? Like we were having this serious conversation in the dream, and I'm like, but like I feel like people need to know. So I go to you guys in the living room, and I'm like, you guys know that you're all like in my dream, right? And you're all like hanging out watching TV. You all stop what you're doing simultaneously and look at me with the same face,
like
like not like that, but it's hard to explain. It's like the expressionless face, which creeped me out, right? So I'm like, oh, sorry. And I locked myself in the bathroom because I was like scared. And then I look in the mirror, and then like I couldn't see myself. And I'm like, oh my God, I need to wake up. And then you're all coming towards the bathroom. And I try to wake myself up, and I could feel myself in real life with body paralysis.
Oh my. Wait, your dreams are so vivid.
And
That
I'm
would
like,
freak me out.
Oh my God, I can't wake up. And I finally woke up. Oh, in the dream, by the way, you told me, why don't you get an article of clothing that you know you have in your world and write something down so you can match. And I'm like, that is such a good idea, Dream Brodin. So I got a pair of pants. It was actually like these pair of pants. I got a pair of pants and I wrote down with a Sharpie like something, right? And then when I woke up, the first thing I did was I go to my closet and I look at my pants and there was nothing, obviously. But imagine if there had been writing. For a small part of me hoped.
And she was freaking out in the bathroom. Like when she couldn't see her reflection, I was like, damn, that sucks.
Oh, it just took me a while.
Wait, I'm still like wrapping my mind around like how you have like control of your dreams like this.
Lucid dreaming. It's like a lot of people do it.
Have you done it?
No.
Oh my God, John. I truly believe lucid dreaming is the closest thing we have to like Sword Art Online VR reality like shit. It's great.
I've like heard stories of it, but like yours just seem so in control.
I don't think mine's like any different from other people's lucid dream. Like people have crazy dreams all the time. You have dreams every night. You just don't remember it half the time, probably. The best way is just to like, as soon as you wake up, if you remember anything, you have to recall it and practice every day.
Jody writes down her dreams.
Yeah,
and then she just like
you get
recalls them.
really better at recalling it.
Yeah.
And then
I used to do that in high school, and then I stopped doing it. And I don't remember anymore.
It happens like I can't like force it. It just like once in a while it just happens randomly and I'm like, fuck, I wish there was like something, a pill I could take every night to induce. I'm not even joking. Melatonin comes close, but it's not.
Well, you know what helps like me like kind of remember it is being woken up before I'm supposed to be woken up.
Yeah, and then you go back to sleep. People do that. That's actually a technique. So there's a whole thing called lucid dreaming, and they give you techniques to induce it yourself. You can set an alarm. You can like do multiple stuff, and there's also reality checks you do in the dream. So they say if you do reality checks in real life and make it a pattern, you'll do it in your dream, and you can like tell it if you're dreaming or not. Because there's certain things in dreams you can't do.
For example, like flipping a light switch. In a dream, a light will not turn on.
You can't really look at yourself in the mirror, counting your fingers sometimes. Like And then when you're in the dream, there's ways to stabilize your dream so you don't come out of the dream because you're so like anxious that you're gonna wake up. So like a lot of tactile stuff, like rubbing your hands, spinning in a circle.
Yeah. So from now on, every time you enter a room, flip the light switch a few times.
And then do it in the dream.
Yeah, because then when you're in the dream state and you flip it, it's like you'll instinctively do it, and then but in your dream state you'll be like, wait a minute, lights didn't change. Oh, it's a dream.
Oh my God. Okay, so like, so I actually do only remember my dreams when I wake up in the middle of the night and like the sun's still down. Those are the only dreams I like truly remember. I think it was like actually with you guys, we were in a zombie apocalypse, and we're like in a cafe and we're just like surviving. Anything that like adrenaline inducing, those are the only ones I remember. The main one, I can never control it though. I have heard of stories of like people like someone is at a desert and like making pyramids out of the sand.
That sounds sick.
Stuff like that.
I've had one successful lucid dream, and it wasn't even like full. Like I've never gone full lucid where it's like oh, like you break out, I'm lucid, and it's like, okay, we're going to lucid. Tokyo, and then you just like teleport there, and then you're like, and now we're gonna play arcade games. Like I've never done that. Mine was like in the structure, like in the context of the dream, I was able to kind of like break out and control my like destiny or whatever. Because typically in my dreams, like I'm not always the main character, or like I'm not always like first person dreaming. Like sometimes I'll just be like, they're almost like a video game or like a movie, like third person or like an omnipotent, just like watching the characters. But this was one where I was the main character and I was in like a high school setting, and everyone was like practicing superpowers. Like imagine like a track meet or like track and field. Everyone has their events. They're just all practicing powers. And I found myself on that field and was like, oh, what would my power be? And was like, oh, flight. And then, but I couldn't just like fly. I had to earn it. So in my dream, like in the context of my dream, I had to figure out how people flew.
I had the same thing too.
You had this too?
Where it's like, I'm dreaming, right? I didn't have this problem as much when I'm younger. When I'm younger, it was like, oh, I'm flying. This is great. But as I get older and I'm trying to figure out how to fly in the dream, I'm like, all right, I'm going to fly. what do I do? Okay, do I get wings? Okay, no, what if I have like things that float in the air and I like wrap it around my bracelet and it keeps me up in the air? Like I have to like logically think through this and
Yeah.
it kills me because I'm lucid dreaming. I'm
Yeah.
like, this should be awesome. There have been so many lucid dreams where I'm on top of a building and I'm ready to jump off and I'm like, I can do this, I can fly, and I just fucking fall.
And then you wake up, it's like,
It
all right.
sucks, but I hate it when realism comes into your dream. Cause like, how do you learn how to fly? Like,
But I got it though.
what did you do?
That
What
was the
your
best
technique?
part. Well, I realized that to fly, obviously, it comes like you need to focus on your chest, and your chest is the part. Almost imagine like there's a string attached to your chest, and like a force is pulling it. Like that's how you lift
Superman.
yourself up. Kind of, yeah. And so, like after that clicked, I was like, wait a minute, and I like jumped, and I did kind of like I jumped like double what I should be jumping. I was like, oh, wait, and then I jumped again. I went even higher.
Yeah, that's one of those dreams where like when you wake up, you're just like you just want to like go back to sleep and like try to get back into that dream state.
That was when like I woke up with just the biggest smile. I was like,
That was a good dream.
yeah, I can fly.
Yeah.
Imagine if, oh god, I wish there was something that could just 100% without fail lets you lucid dream every night. Even if you do all these techniques, some people still have so much trouble like getting it. Some people have it easier. It's just never really a guarantee.
Well, and the scary thing is like lucid dreaming, I feel like is kind of connected to, was it sleep paralysis?
Yes, so if you have sleep paralysis, you could transition into lucid dreaming. You've had sleep paralysis before.
yeah.
And the other way around.
Yes, lucid dreaming also goes into sleep paralysis.
Because before I really knew what lucid dreaming was, I had a dream once where in the dream I woke up and was like walking around my house. But walking around, I realized like something doesn't look right. Like the lights, I knew what time it was and exactly how the sunlight came in and bounced in my house, and it looked different. It looked off, like it looked more golden. And I realized like, oh, this is not real life. And I turned around and like started running back to my bed. And before I could get to my bed, just the whole world went black. And suddenly it was just like, okay, wake up, wake your body up, wake your body up. And I could feel my limp body not
In
moving.
real, yeah,
Yeah.
I hate that. I heard that's when like there's like a disconnect, like your body thinks you're still sleeping, but your mind is like awake. It's like so weird that your body can do that.
Is sleep paralysis like your eyes can open but you can't move your body?
Your eyes don't usually open. Your body is just like in its sleep state.
Yeah.
But
It's like your mind is awake, but you have no physical control of
you
your
cannot
body.
wake up.
Oh, I'm able to open my eyes sometimes and I just
Oh.
can't move.
Oh, that's interesting. I guess you
Wow.
could.
Just
And
normal
I'm-
paralysis.
Normal. Dreaming is so interesting.
Maybe I should see a doctor on that. But yeah, no, I'll like have my eyes open sometimes. It's very rare, but like I can like slightly open my eyes. I'm looking at my arm and I'm just like, okay, now I have to wait. And I'm just like,
Yeah,
sitting
sometimes you
there.
just wait it out, and that's where all the like people see the sleep paralysis demons and stuff. I think you conjure up like scary shit because you can't move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only had this as a kid. It was, but it ended up being my grandma. It was like in my dream, and it was a black shadow figure of. It reminds me of what is the scary movie with the red door? Insidious.
Oh, Insidious. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It like conjured that figure when I was like 8, and it's at the end of my bed, and I'm just like frozen there in time, and I wake up, and it's like my grandma like, hey. You want some corn? I'm like, okay. But like that's like probably like I was just frozen in time for like it felt like 2 minutes. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was probably like just a second.
When I finally woke up, like I woke up to hearing like my family like laughing in the other room, and I was like, you guys have no idea what I've
What
just
is-
been through.
Yeah.
It's so funny how like your mind can make up all these things, right? Like,
Yeah.
and it's so realistic. I had a dream once where I was sleeping and I was aware I was sleeping, and a woman sat down next to me on the bed, and I swear I felt the bed sink, right? And I'm like, oh, who is this, right? Who's here in the room with me? And I couldn't move. Paralysis. And when I finally woke up, there was no one in the house, but it was so realistic, and it was like fucking with me. I have had dreams where I woken up, but I didn't really wake up. You know, you've had those where you go through your day, right? And
I haven't had those. That would freak me out though.
then you're dreaming.
I've only had the one that turned into sleep paralysis for that.
But dreams are fun. So fun. They're so fun.
I feel like if I did remember my dreams, it'd probably be Valorant. If I did write them. I'll write them down though.
You should write them down.
I need to get back to you on
It's
this.
so interesting what your mind comes up with. I think mine has a lot of narrative because sometimes consciously in the dream, I'm like, I want this dream to make sense.
Yeah. Okay. So sometimes I can influence.
Yes,
I wouldn't
I
call
do.
it lucid, but it's almost like I'm watching. Like I remember I had a dream where it was like 8 people trying to survive zombie apocalypse era. They're all in like a building trying to get to the roof, and 2 of them already dived off, so it's like down to 6, and they're like in a stairwell, and like one of them got bit and was like running with them, like with the other 5, and I was like, no, you're gonna do like a heroic death here.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Like you're gonna sacrifice and do like a roadblock so they can get away.
Sometimes you do like influence because like I think the subconscious part of me, like I want the dream to make sense too, because like I want it to be like neat, tied up. I don't know why. It's just like I just want a storyline, and then it just happens like that.
OCD in the dreams.
Just last night, I had a dream about 4 friends who opened up a restaurant, and I remember everything. It's this guy who opened a restaurant, and a customer comes in, and he's like, "Do you want to try my strawberry cake?" And the customer loves it, so she starts working with them, and they just create this hodgepodge group of 4 friends, and I'm like, this is perfect. This is like a sitcom. But something tragic has to happen. So they go out. They went driving in the rain, right? But one of the friends, like, died in the car crash or something, and I'm like, oh, this is so sad, and it's like spiraling.
See, okay, for dreams like that, I think of it as like my mind is the DJ, but I don't really have like control over it. And then me as a separate like entity is like watching. So like he's behind me doing like showing stuff, and then I'm watching and be like, oh, it'd be so cool if this happened. And he's like, all right, yeah.
That's how yeah, it's kind of like that.
That is insane to me though. I don't know.
All right, John,
Okay.
start writing your dreams down. That's the first step. You could also set an alarm in the middle of the night and then go back to sleep, and then but be conscious of you going back to sleep. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, the only sleep I've just tried min-maxing sleep, never like min-maxing my dreams. That sounds.
It's really
I feel like
fun.
that'd be like the perfect way to start your day.
with a really good dream
Yeah.
that you can write on Twitter. Sometimes the dreams are just so cool. I want to share it though.
No, I never thought this deep into dreams. I always just thought like, oh, I dream at a meeting. I don't know what a zombie apocalypse means. There's some sort of meeting there though. Or like my most common dream is it's random scenarios, but it ends up me being a car and like falling off a cliff. And
Falling off a cliff.
Do you die in your dreams a lot?
that's like the only one I remember though. I don't think I die a lot, but like those are the ones I remember. I wake up, I'm like, oh, damn it, I died again, or game over.
I had a dream where it was so realistic. I was walking and I ran too fast and I got in between 2 cars, and then everything went black in my dream. And I'm like, I just remember thinking, holy shit, this is how I die. Like, oh my God, there's so many things I wanted to do. And then my dream just held on to that moment for way too long.
Oh my
And then I woke up like crying.
Like you were just waiting in the loading screen?
Everything was dark. It was my internal monologue. I'm like, God, I died already. Like, who's gonna take care of my dogs? Who's gonna tell everyone?
Oh my god.
That's so cruel. Like,
Yeah.
of my mind.
But like, what does that even mean? I made the mistake. I asked chat. I'm like, what does this mean? And they just said like, it means you fell off. I'm like, oh.
That's kind of funny. Do you ever have dreams where you lose all your teeth?
No.
No.
Oh man, I've had that many times.
I've heard about that though.
A lot of people, it's like a common thing where you lose all your teeth in your dreams, and it feels really realistic.
So you're saying I'm rare? Like you're common because everyone's had it and you got
Oh,
it.
thanks,
so.
Brodin. Yeah. I heard it's something to do with like worrying about your health or something. I don't remember.
I'm an immortal being.
Okay, I'm sure.
Yeah, I can't ever remember them because there's just so many meanings behind it. Like I heard like the Muslim meaning of like falling off the cliff is like it's a good thing. It's like a strong thing. But then also like I fell off, so I don't know. There's these like
Sometimes your dreams don't make any sense. There's no meaning. It's just what your mind like dredges up from the unconscious.
yeah.
It could be like a thing you saw in passing for like 2 seconds and it appears in a dream. Like I've had dreams about people I haven't talked to in like 15 years. I'm like, why did you appear all of a sudden? I never think about you.
Weird.
I'm like skeptical of it, of like similar to like how to stop your hiccups. Like, oh yeah, you just like lie on a couch upside down and you drink water.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, you put a paper towel over a cup and you drink that. I'm like,
That worked once. I drank water upside down once to cure my hiccups, and it actually worked that one time, and never again.
I can't remember if anything's actually worked or if I just psyched myself out.
I feel like it's just the novelty, right? Of you being like, huh, what? And it gets your mind off the hiccups.
Yeah, maybe. Hiccups are so weird. Okay, anyway.
Speaking of Valorant dreams, how's your Valorant bootcamp?
I'm on day 2 or 3. I'm on day 3. I not hired a coach. John got me in contact with a coach named Woohoo-jin. Woohoo-jin!
Woohoo!
And he gives me like things to do every day. And he's like, you can reach gold by the end of February or like something. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll do it, right? But it's like a lot of work.
No, yeah. I thought he was like the perfect one because I've seen him do like, he'll do like free VOD reviews for people. And like, you win this raffle.
It's really useful. Like, he'll look at your VOD. He makes you record everything, and then he tells you, like, you should be doing this, or like, he'll adjust it.
But he's very specific on his rules. Like, you have to follow this rule, this rule, this rule. And then someone's like, hey, I submitted my VOD, and it's not being reviewed, or it's not submitted. He's like, yeah, did you miss one of the rules? You got to follow it. And then even when you get into it, and he's coached you before, and he goes back and sees your notes, and you're making the same mistake, he just closes your VOD. He's like, sorry, it's like too many. You got like 3 strikes. I'm out the VOD.
Oh god, I'm so scared
you gotta
now.
you gotta resubmit. Well, no, like you're an actual student. I'm saying for the free
How many
VODs.
strikes you got?
Oh
How many
my
strikes you got, huh?
Okay, well, I was doing. He made me do the strafe thingy, right? Where it's
Yeah.
like shoot D, shoot A, shoot. You know, like that thing.
I think yours will be very different because you're learning fundamentals. It's like from Ascendant players, and like it's just like, yeah, I told you stop swinging like this, and you're still swinging like this. And next VOD.
Damn, that's so like.
But I'm like, this is perfect because I'm like, you're for sure going to learn. He's not gonna fence ride or anything. He's just gonna let you know how it is.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You're going
of,
to improve, and then
it is a
you're
lot
gonna
of
get gold.
basics right now, like fundamentals. He said it doesn't really matter what agent you're playing right now. Just pick a duelist and just play.
And you picked Cypher.
Except for Pearl with Cypher, because he taught me some sick lineups, and I'm like, that is not lineups, but like his tripwire thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's some really cool setups for Pearl. Apparently.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he said he got it from his friend who just plays Cypher to Ascendant, Mortal, whatever. I was like, really cool. Like, you go through walls. That's why I was practicing that jump. To put the
Because you
camera
need to get up there for the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was just teaching you like basic movement
No,
of
but
like.
he said I should still
straight
learn
jumping.
that.
Yeah.
But it's so hard. Like, my brain doesn't work that way. Like, I don't understand. You press W, then you press D and jump, but you have to swing at the same time, and then crouch at the very end. It's like, it's so many things.
The
Well, that's
only
what-
reason... you first.
I can't do it with spacebar because then I'm like my fingers
Yeah,
are like
it
cramping.
feels
That's why
awkward.
I use scroll wheel as my jump.
You scroll wheel as jump?
Yeah, so that's why I'm like WD scroll wheel, and I'm moving my mouse with it, and I'm like
Oh,
control.
that's so easy.
So it's like it feels a lot easier on
What's
my.
your like? How do you switch weapons?
I just 1, 2, 3. So like 1, 3, 1, 3.
Maybe I should start doing that. So what is spacebar for you? Nothing.
Jump.
Oh, it's still jump.
It's like a
Yeah. So do you use your thumb for something?
for my push to talk, I guess my V.
Oh.
That's so interesting. Wow.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I mainly jump with scroll wheel.
The only reason I was able to do it is because I have to do that movement a ton on Neon.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you
do
just
play
got that
Neon.
down.
Yeah.
But you use spacebar?
Yeah.
Oh my, I could not. Yogurt, get him. Sick him. We have an intruder. Podcasters lay low.
Damn, talking about Valorant makes me want to play Valorant.
I'm holding on to your last sentence.
What was it? I forgot.
You're complimenting me on spacebar.
Oh yeah, I can't do that.
Is Neon's your favorite agent, right?
Neon's the only agent that exists.
Fair.
He has.
Fair.
I wouldn't say his favorite's an obsession. I
That's
is
an obsession.
a better term.
Okay, yeah.
Brodin will just be sitting in our Discord call, and like we're just playing. It'll be 5-stack, and Brodin's in the call still, or like we're not even playing Valorant, but Brodin doesn't want to play the game we're playing at the time, but he's just sitting in the call, and then we'll be like talking about something. He's like, "Oh yeah, Shiro made this Neon play," and then out of 30 minutes of silence for Brodin, he's like, "Neon," out of the shadows, out of nowhere, like, "You're still here?
Do you think
We thought you were AFK."
Do you think OTV is gonna do another Valorant tournament?
Definitely.
I need them to do another one so I can like prove myself again.
Definitely.
Also, after seeing like Riot could be down for LAN tournaments now with content creators, that's a huge. That's a game changer.
We should do another Valorant tournament.
Zero ping is a different experience
Except
for, and also like LAN experience. Like everyone just like at a setup.
That'd be kind of cute too.
It's just like.
Also, I'm bronze, so you have to put me with like really high rated people.
No, I want to do like. I want to see a show match, like the one Ludwig and Tarek did, where it's like they have like the 2 radiants, and then like kind of anything else. I want like gold highest.
Finally, my turn to shine.
Gold is highest, and if anything, the platinum would be like the coach, and then it's like the rest.
Nah, man, I go gold, silver.
I think
even the silver.
that's a great show match. I think another fun option also would be like a tiny bracket, 4 teams, maybe 8 teams, but one of the teams is Toast's Valorant team disguised.
Oh, that's so funny.
like
That's
this.
actually so funny.
And he just uses their ID and everything.
Yeah.
I like this.
I can't believe Toast has a Valorant team. That's cool.
That was it's the most random thing.
And they
But
won the.
I've just never had this. Like I've seen my mom like watch baseball games and just screaming. I'm like, I don't get it. I don't understand.
Yeah.
But then I was watching that Valorant game, and
Yeah.
I was like screaming. I was like trash talking the other team. I'm like, you're gonna swing that? This is franchise. No way. That's why we're T2. I see. But like, no, I've never like gotten in that like team spirit.
Yeah, I never understood like sports, but I can understand the hype behind esports.
Yeah, it's good. I get it now.
What would you name your esports team?
Comfy. Team Comfy. And everyone has Comfy in front of their names. Comfy. Give me a pro player.
CMY? Would that be yours? Comfy or CFY?
Comfy Stewie 2K.
See, yeah, does that have to be 3 letters?
Oh no, it could be 2.
Wait, your first 3 letters can be the first 3 letters of comfy.
COM? Com? CUM?
Yeah, comfy. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Wait, this is you do Comfy with CU? Yes.
Yo,
Nah.
this is me and Michael's esports team.
Yeah.
Comfy.
Come Stewie
But with a
2K. Yeah. Come Masayoshi.
All right, Lily, we get the investors right now. We get a small loan.
I always consider doing like a parody of Stay Comfy, but for Michael. Stay Comfy.
Yeah.
It'd be really funny.
Do it for Valentine's Day. The Valentine's line. Stay comfy.
That could be a good April Fool's line.
True.
Oh my god, it's so.
I feel like Spencer's would sponsor that.
Yeah.
What would your teams be? Masa.
Oh God. I don't even know what team name that would be. I feel like it'd be in Toast boat. I'd have to go
Think
through
of
like
it.
I'd have to go with like a week brainstorming.
What about you?
I'm trying to think of something clever. No,
Cool.
there's nothing.
Nothing yet.
Backstory on Toast's team name. Did you hear like the pitches we would give him?
I heard the bakery. I like that one.
Or it's gonna be like butter.
Butter? I
We're gonna
like
be
that one
we're gonna
too.
be Butter.
Butter. Wait, that's so
Because
funny.
they're just that smooth. I don't know. We were just trying to go
Oh, wait,
anything that referenced to Toast.
Team Butter.
I would have. I love what he landed on with disguised.
Yeah.
And just now everyone is like he is disguised Toast. He's the owner, but then there's disguised
Disguised
Lily,
Monkey.
disguised
No,
John.
It's very smart. I like that a lot.
But on the butter train, I think if it was buttered, that would be good. Because then it's like
Buttered.
buttered toast, buttered Lily,
That is so
Oh. Okay.
and like
I like
Team
that
Chan
way
can
more.
get like get buttered.
Okay, chill.
We'll sit on that one.
Chill, chill.
Put on the back burner. We'll get back to that.
Disguised is a good name. Disguised. You could put any name after it. It works. Yeah. And then also like it doesn't have to be related to Toast.
Disguised Pichu.
Disguised.
I was watching the there's like a Valorant podcast and like they're interviewing Toast. I didn't know it was a requirement to have a jersey.
Oh.
It's a requirement of a team jersey.
Is their jersey the thing he drew?
I think that's gonna be their temp. Like if he's like making one, I have no idea. It's like all assumption now, but
I
like,
think you should just stick with that. It's charming.
right?
It's very janky, but it's charming.
He mentioned in the podcast like that's gonna be like the temp one, and then if you're the OG fan, you can get that.
People would love. I think people like that because it's OG.
But yeah, I had no. It was a requirement. I thought like you could just like show up in like a hoodie. but I guess I get it now. They
Yeah.
like Riot want to paint as a sport.
I think that comes from. Do you remember in League how like uniforms were not standardized?
Yeah.
Like there was one year where like one team's uniforms were like leather jackets.
Oh wait, was this?
I think it was Gravity.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Gravity's
those?
was leather.
Yeah. Like they'd walk in and like
With a leather jacket,
like leather
yeah.
like motorcycle jackets.
I had no idea.
I remember this.
Yeah.
I guess that is way better than like everyone would show up in like their favorite T-shirt or something.
Yeah.
You just like sleeveless T-shirt.
Can your uniform be like pajamas?
I think they have like a code of
Damn.
like what's required now.
Imagine if Team Comfy shows up and
I could be
all
wrong, but-
cute little kigurumis or pajamas.
I mean, like we saw Dyrus bring a pillow. I couldn't imagine like
I mean, I
Team
think-
Comfy could come in with PJs and a pillow,
That'd be so cute. Damn.
and like that's their armrest. It's
I'm
just, like, a
making an
pillow.
esports team now. Any pro Valorant players out there? No, I feel like that's like so much money. Like it's so much money.
Yeah,
I saw Toast tweet out, how do esports organizations make money? And I'm like,
yeah. I feel like merch is the only thing that comes to
merch
mind.
or investors or I don't know,
Merch,
something.
and then like the sponsors seem hard because like, what if your team doesn't make it? That's like
Yeah.
you're like a stale year.
You have to like put everything in one basket.
That's so stressful.
It is so stressful.
But it's also like the ultimate strategy.
But if your team does make it,
And the
you
ultimate gambling.
must
Yeah.
feel so good. Because your team wins, people will want to buy the merch. And it's just like up. So they just have to win, really.
True. No, it was cute. We Jody and I hosted one of the players, Clear. He was just live, and he just like got so nervous.
Aww.
He's like, there's 3,000 people watching, and I hear his friend in the call, like they're all freaking out.
Oh, that's
But
adorable.
I'm like, wait, we're training him for stage.
Yeah.
This is perfect. Get these nerves out.
That's adorable. That's so cute.
Lily, you should make an esports team because I just want to see you doing the we can sign let's sign this guy. He'll be our opper. We really need a good shot caller, but he did like the chemistry just did not work with these two. Why don't we'll lowball this guy? Hopefully we'll get a good offer from him.
That sounds so stressful.
It sounds
I
it
can't
sounds
do
so
it.
you though.
No, yeah, totally. That fits
That's
my
so you.
personality. All right, my first player's John.
Oh God. You guys see my first pro experience in Valorant?
You had a pro experience?
I was on Timmy's team for it was like some Rumble tournament.
Oh, okay. How'd it go?
It was miserable.
Oh.
It was so bad. I was against TSM players, FaZe players. I forgot the fifth.
That's crazy because you're
But
like,
and then I'm with pros. I have like probably top 10 ladder in NA. Like, but we're versus like teams, and it's just like
did you win or not?
I was there. I was telling them like, "Yo, guys, I could senti, like I
Aw.
could," and they're like, "No, you're on Raze.
No,
You're on
my
Raze,
God.
baby boo." I'm like, "Okay," and then they're showing me like the entry pathing.
Oh my
Tournament day comes after like a couple days of scrims and like them showing me like how they want me to entry and like how we're gonna combo with each other. Day comes, it's show match. I'm the entry. I'm the star. Satchel in, insta dink. I'm like, okay, I'll try again. Satchel in, flashed.
Oh.
I got quadruple flashed on my site take, insta die. But it was like that was just like the whole day. That was the whole tournament.
That's crazy because he's so good. Like that for me, that's like wow. Like,
No, the difference from like even like a Radiant from 500 to a Radiant top 100 is insane,
That's insane.
in skill level. And I'm not even Radiant, and they're pro level, pro league.
interesting.
Like-
Wow.
Hey boys, you want to quad flash the stream here?
It's just, oh my god.
That's wow.
And like I'm getting these, I'm like I have these free shots, and then in my mind I'm like, oh my god, that's Rosa. Like I jiggle and I see Rosa, I'm like, all right, I fucking got this, and I swing and he pre-fires me like instantly. I'm like, you're just in my head, man. I don't get it. You just know.
So yeah, OTV Valo tournament where it's friends. Woo. Wuhujin asked me, what do you hope to gain out of this? Like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I want to be cool with my friends too.
No, I'm telling you, gold is like the perfect.
Gold is great.
It's a good spot.
Gold is good. I would be so happy if I could reach gold right now. I'm bronze.
Also, the cool thing about this will transfer over to every other FPS game you play now.
I wish, like, when I hear about people who start Counter-Strike,
Yeah.
they're like super young and they have that, you know?
Yeah.
I wish I had that too.
No, every time Jody like hears like I
Yeah.
want to be like this girl. Like what did she play? Like Sarah FPS, and then she like later
I
figures.
started Counter-Strike.
I started.
When
She was like,
9.
yes, play Counter Strike at 9. She's like, God damn it, I'm never gonna be like her.
Right? Oh God.
But no, yeah. The cool thing about us, though, I mean, like, I feel like when you're at her level, your improvement is so like minuscule week by week. But ours is just like us. It's just vertical
It's like that
learning
last switch
nonstop.
of level in World of Warcraft. It's like it gets harder and harder.
Yeah.
But I'm like in the very beginning, so
We're learning so much.
I guess.
We're improving so much more.
Yeah, copium.
Do you think you'll ever make it to VCT Brazil?
No, nor do I intend on that. I just want to play. I just want to be good enough where my friends aren't like, oh, what account are you? Oh, Bronze Street. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I have a Smurf. Like, do you guys have any bronze account? Like, that's the way they don't
Just
have to
play with their normal accounts.
where they don't have to do that. But then I would tank their elo. If they don't care, sure,
If they're good enough, it would
they
be
can carry
tanking.
me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No,
Right.
I remember we played with Lily.
You're right.
We all played on our mains with Lily, and she had no idea what was going. It was like me,
Oh, I
Tarek,
remember
Toast, and Jody.
I was like,
And we're all like on a mortal account,
Yeah,
and Lily joins in as Bronze 3. Hey guys! And we're like, all right, cue it up. And Lily's like, wait, what?
and I see all their little icons. It's like diamond. Like it's like everyone's like super high level. I'm like, are you sure you want a bronze person here?
It was so good.
It was really funny though. That was a fun game.
You were fragging too. You were like top frag for like our first defender half on your
just-
Killjoy,
yeah,
and we're
I
like,
just- yeah, just
it was just
take
like
this-
setting up plays. It was
Just
clean.
take a little bit. You
See,
know.
I love those moments because then also like you know I'm not toxic, but like if I was toxic, I could type in like, wow, bronze players doing this to you. That's
Also,
crazy.
no one expects anything out of you. So when you do like surpass expectations, you feel like king of the world.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's great. It's a good feeling that you didn't.
And you're saying you want to lose that by being gold and being expected.
But it'd just be nice to like get to gold. I'm just so tired of seeing the poop brown icon. Okay, I am so tired. I reached silver like a few
It is-
times,
it
right?
is an ugly
and then you just
icon.
keep coming back to bronze. It's like bronze just pulls me back. It's frustrating because like I don't know what I could do, which is why I got someone to help me, I guess.
Side topic though, the Valorant rank icons are pretty bad. Like compared to League, like when I
Okay.
saw like a challenger icon, I'm like, holy, that is like grand. That is king and queen level like of luxury that on your profile. That is insane.
Valorant is a lot more subtle, I feel.
It just looks bad to me. Like even Overwatch 2's Grandmaster, it looks bad to me. I'm like, you ordered this off Fiverr. Like this is like a $20 artist made. I don't know. It's not grand to me.
Interesting. I don't know what it looks like, so I don't really. But the bronze one is pretty ugly. Yeah.
I think all of them look bad. The bronze one is poop though.
pretty
That is poopy. That is
I do
poop.
want like it's like a square, right?
Which one?
Well, like, aren't all of them squares? I mean, I'm not sorry. Wow.
Diamond.
Triangles.
Yeah.
They become like, I think with each rank up, you get another side. So it goes like triangle
and
to
you
diamond
You get
to
little
like
dots. You get little bedazzles
pentagon.
per division.
Oh, that's what those are. Okay.
Yeah. So your
Cool.
bronze 3. There's 3 bedazzles for you.
Got it.
But what, bronze is like a triangle?
It's an upside down Dorito, right? The brown thing.
Oh, it's an upside down triangle. And then iron.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. It's a
Iron is an
different shape.
oval.
It's
No
like
points.
the Pokemon badges.
Yeah, it reminds me of like tiny little.
But then in League, it's like an extra shield.
Like it's like
It's
a little shield with a wing
shing.
thingy.
Yeah.
Looking. Yeah, it looks pretty sick. The League one it's pretty cool. Guys, ever miss League of Legends?
No.
Okay. Neither do I.
No, so like I will never grind solo queue. Like it was like an
It's
idea. I'm
miserable.
like, oh, I should probably do my provisionals. I'm like, nah.
League is fun with friends, like 5 stacking.
Yeah,
just
I'll
having
only
shoot the shit.
Even if I'm solo queuing, I'm gonna do flex queue because
Yeah.
I just don't care to do
Valorant
the
needs
solo
flex
queue
queue.
rush again.
Why doesn't Valorant have flex queue?
They just don't have the budget right now.
Is he being serious?
I don't know. That's just like
Damn.
I have a question for
What's
you.
up?
Do you think all of this gaming made you introverted, or you were introverted and fell into all of this gaming because of it?
Introverted fell into gaming. I cannot recall a single instance in my life where I was not introverted. Except for when I was like 7.
Do you think all of the gaming has made you now more extroverted because of all the socializing you're doing?
I don't know. Why? That's a really cool question, Brodin. Back to you, John. What do you think?
Thank you for bringing it back to me, Lily. Here at the podcast, I think the world made me more introverted. How about that?
I do think after the pandemic and everything.
Yeah, that kind of messed me up.
Yeah. Like those, what was it, 2 years? Year 2 feels like a blur. Like what even happened during then? We were all inside playing games every day.
Actually, you know what? I take that back. Gaming did make me more introverted. I just wanted to go home more often.
It does. Right now, it does make me pretty introverted because now I have to play Valorant every day to do my woohoo Jin exercises and fill in the Excel sheet. Was today a metric win? Did you? That's what he says.
I like that.
Did you strafe left and right? Did you panic? And every day I put no.
But that yes is gonna feel really good.
Yeah, one of these days.
It's gonna be a yes.
I'm not gonna
yes,
panic.
It was a metric win.
It was a metric win.
Oh my god.
Do you guys feel like after pandemic, I felt like I lost a bunch of social skills.
Yeah.
Like coming out of it, it was like,
dude, day one when we all hung out, I was just like, I didn't know what to say. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's been a while.
Yeah.
It has been a while. I think right now I look forward to like social events because it gives me an excuse to go out,
Yeah.
get ready, and like put makeup on or do something, right?
For me, social events right now feel like working out. It's like, oh, I got to go to this to like get the social skills back
Yeah.
up to what they were at.
It's also nice to go outside, like touching grass. I think it's super important.
I do look forward to it more often.
Yeah, like when we can all gather together and like do something.
It's also helped me like have a better understanding of like my battery. Like, because I would just burn myself out. I would just go all in and I'm burnt out and then I like slumber for 2 days.
That's what I did too.
But then now I'm like, oh, I think my battery's kind of draining. I'm going to sit back. I'm like, oh, no, it wasn't. I'll go out. And I'm like, oh, okay, now I'm done. But I think that's the biggest pro from the pandemic for me. Better understanding of battery. Social battery.
Justin Roiland news.
What is this?
Oh, jeez, Rick. What are we going to do?
Oh,
I don't know,
yeah.
Morty.
Wait, what happened?
Does sound different for you?
Are you up to date on all this?
Yeah, so basically Justin Roiland got hit with a bunch of, what was it, domestic violence
I think so.
charges? And they're replacing him for, and he voices, obviously, Rick, Morty, and a bunch
Yeah.
of characters.
He's like half of the characters
He's
on Rick and Morty.
almost all the,
Oh, what?
yes,
Yeah.
he supplies a lot of additional voices. So
Yeah.
I'm curious what they're going to do about that. I'm sure they can find a good voice match.
I'm
Right?
sure they'd have to find multiple.
Well,
It's so interesting because it was like based on, his voice is very iconic.
it's so much his voice. Like
Yeah.
you can tell when it's his characters because he's like what's the character he does? Like Mr. Booby Bottle. like that guy. He does like Rick, who's like the
Mr. Mistakes.
Morty, just come on.
The thing
Morty.
is, I think they can find someone to match that. But I don't know about all the characters. I feel like it'd be like
Yeah.
Simpsons, where like one dude, you focus on these 4, you focus
It
on
might
these
have to
4.
be like
Actually,
that.
you know what? You can do this fit.
Yeah.
You're pretty good
they'll
at
split
that.
up.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll be noticeable though?
I hope they have to. They're gonna reference it, right?
Did you notice-
They have to like.
They're definitely gonna
They're gonna
reference
make
it
a
in the
joke about
show.
this or
Yeah,
something.
Yeah. Did you notice
Oh,
Uncle Iroh change?
Yeah.
I did notice that actually.
I did.
Damn
notice
it.
Yeah.
that. But it didn't like. It wasn't.
Well, okay, wait. Now that I think about it, they could so easily just like have a new pair of Rick and Mortys come and kill off the old one and be like, "All right, we're gonna sound like this now."
Oh, wait.
Wait, that's
That does sound like something they would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't.
You'd be one of those people in their brainstorm room. That's like legit on their whiteboard. I guarantee it. Like,
No, they heard me say that and they're like, "Oh, we can't do that anymore."
it's that predictable? No.
Damn. I like them more. I like.
That does seem like the easy out, though.
yeah.
Or like something happens to his throat. Just something.
Yeah, or like "Oh, Rick, you sound kind of different, man." Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. But yeah, I feel
And
like
then
they would just do
they
something
never
like
bring it
that,
up
and then
again.
never
Yeah.
bring it up. Yep.
I got a little tickle. I got to throw a tickle.
How many seasons are they on now?
They just finished 6.
Holy.
7. I don't know when it's coming, but yep, they're gonna get new voice actors.
Probably gonna be a little bit now.
Huh? A little bit. They have to cast everyone again.
Yeah. Wait, I'm like, yeah, like, what do they do? Just do a meteor?
Because I think
Restart.
I could be wrong, but I feel like that's a show where they would record the audio first.
Yes, of course.
Because like so much of it is improv.
Yes, the audio first for
Are
sure.
they improv?
Yeah, like a
Wow.
lot of like there are some scenes where Justin Roiland literally, like, he I think he's known for being like a really bad drinker, like bad in that like he can't hold his alcohol. So a couple episodes he'd be like, "Hey, come in drunk today," to get like
wow.
a drunk performance out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. Wow.
Drunk voice
Well,
acting.
no more Justin Roiland. Well, here's to good luck whoever has to be the new Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Maybe you.
Oh, for sure. My Morty voice is pretty good.
New Year resolutions.
John, it's February.
I
Yeah.
had a New Year's resolution to eat healthy. I failed like 8 days already, but starting again today.
That's a good one. I don't know. I didn't make one. I just don't know what I'd do. I wanted to do like sleep schedule for sure. It started off strong. I was waking up at like 6 to 7 a.m. and I was like way too early. I was like just tired by like 6 p.m., 5 p.m. And then 2 weeks later, gone.
My New Year's resolution is to hit Ascendant this year. Sorry, did I say Ascendant? I meant Radiant. Sorry, did I say Radiant? I meant Platinum. Which one's... Wait, is... Okay, it's
Above Radiant is like VCT.
Ascendant, Radiant,
Tier 1.
Immortal? Is that how it goes?
Ascendant, Immortal, Radiant. Yeah.
See, I don't... I'm Platinum.
She's just like, what are those symbols up there?
I remember once I went to your guys' apartment
Mhm.
and Sydney was streaming or something, and I looked at her screen. She was playing Valorant, and I'm like, oh, what's that purple? Why are there so many purple symbols
Wait,
on
what?
your team? Oh, that's what it looks like. I'm telling you, I'm so used to the poopy brown color of bronze. Sometimes silver,
Yeah.
sometimes gold. That's the farthest my lobby goes. Sometimes even iron. When I
Who's
went,
the iron in our group?
no one's iron. But like, I mean, I get cued. Like when I see people in the lobby. I was seeing clips of when I first started playing Valorant. Remember the Odin clip?
I don't remember.
Not familiar.
It's when the jet is right in front of me. All I have to do is click the Odin and hit her. But I literally spray all around her. She's running around. I'm still spraying, and she kills me.
Oh my god.
It's like the worst clip I've ever seen in my life.
How does it feel, your improvement though, from like...
I do think I did get better. Like I
Like-
remember when I first played Valorant. I don't play FPS, right?
Yeah.
This is my first FPS game. It was so bad. It was like terrible. So I got better from there. So that's good.
There's some improvements I would make to your setup now seeing it though.
Please help me.
I've noticed Lily, her monitor, instead of it being straight on, it's like...
To the side
It's
a
to
little
the
bit, right?
side, it's to the left of her. So her body's a little twisted and the monitor's like 20 degrees as well. like also bent towards her.
It's because I have two monitors. So it's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would so what I did
What
with
do you
two
do?
monitors, I center one monitor
And then put one
so it's
by the side.
consistent.
Ah.
So I have it in front of me.
That makes more sense.
Typically, I game like my setup used to be an ultra wide here and then like a side monitor.
Yeah.
And that's like that was great for me. In this house, I have two monitors similar to how Lily described it. I just have
Like-
two
like
monitors.
this, right?
And I'm kind of like, which I guess it's more comfortable to shoot like this than like
That's
this.
what I do.
That's crazy.
I'm not sure whether to swap to like that, but then I don't know, that feels awkward too.
Well, there's also like arms that are just higher, so you can like put it up and then you just kind of like twist it and then you have...
You have one monitor and
Yeah.
then one up. I've seen that too.
It's actually, I don't know if... I need to look this up before I like boast about this, but if you tilt the screen a little bit while you're like sitting here, it has like less strain on my neck. I don't know if that's like...
Whenever Michael plays
True.
on my setup, he'll grab my monitor and he'll pull it towards him.
Yeah.
And he's like, you play with the monitor like 5 feet away. How do you see anything? He'll pull it all the way towards him, all the way, like a little bit lower. And he's like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. He's like, this is how I play Valorant. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no, I pull it closer and then like I tilt it like 30 degrees.
That's so interesting. Oh yeah, I noticed you playing like, it looks like you have a Wacom tablet, like a digital tablet from how you were set up.
Yeah, mine's very
Like it looks like a
lately.
tablet. Like
Yeah.
he's like drawing on it, but he's playing Valorant. It's so crazy. Like his setup's so interesting.
Like if I don't, so I think it's normal to like have it straight. Like that's how a lot, like Jody plays. Like Jody has it just like a lot higher.
Yeah.
And it's just like her eyes are aligned with her crosshair pretty much.
Oh.
It feels like at least.
That's so interesting.
But mine, I like looking at it because then I feel more immersed, I guess, or more in motion with
Wait, what was it, Joel? Who said something? Your eyes are the crosshair is the extension of your eyes.
I like that.
Okay, anyway.
I like that. Wait, New Year's resolution for you?
Yeah, I guess I feel pretty resolute.
Thanks, Brodin.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Well, guess we can wrap that up.
You know what? Let's say our resolution, and we'll touch base in December.
Okay.
Okay, my resolution is to be at least gold 3, and eat healthy, and release 4 songs, and voice act more.
Okay. So we're doing 4.
Oh no, these are just mine.
Okay.
What's yours?
Radiant. And
I changed mine. I want to be plat now. Just kidding. Gold one.
Radiant, and then I want a schedule, a consistent
hard.
schedule to follow. That is all.
Radiant and a schedule. Yours?
I don't say mine because then they don't come true.
Okay. Fuck you, first of all.
Yeah, you just got rid of 4 things.
There's a thing I read where if you have like a good idea or some ideas, they say that the act of sharing your idea gives you that bit of like dopamine.
Yeah.
That
And
makes you less likely to follow through. It's better
Yeah.
to just do it than, say, oh, this is what I'm going to do. These are my ideas, instead of,
I noticed that too.
never doing it.
That was
I
almost
sometimes
with the
do that too.
I was almost with the Minecraft event. I was like, am I telling too many people?
But it's also like, if you're anticipating it, it's okay to be excited about it.
Well, no, that was a 10-month process.
Oh my
I worked on that
God.
for 10 months.
I had no idea. So,
Yeah.
wow.
Like it would be like 6 months in, I'm like, I'm done. but then it's like the perfection is like
Interesting.
it's not
Wow.
perfect.
But you did it. I think hardest part of ideas are just executing it. Sharing
Yeah.
it's easy. You get the, again, that happiness.
That
of,
sounds
like,
so cool.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna do-
proud of you
Yeah.
for thinking of that.
But if you don't do it, what's the point?
Yeah.
It's like me writing a children's book.
You wrote a children's book?
I want to. See, I shared the idea. Now I'm even
Now
less
you never
likely
will.
to fucking do it.
Shit. Lily, you should write a children's book.
I want to write a children's book that's like dark. It's not really a children's book. It's like for adults. You know what I mean?
So not a children's book.
Okay, in the style of a children's book.
So you like want to scratch and sniff for like adults?
Sure. I scratch. Wait, I don't get the comparison.
When you say a
There's like
children's...
children.
Please.
Oh, there's like children's book with scratch and sniffs, so it's like more stimulating.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
It's like sniff, sniff, sniff. Oh, it kind of smells like blood.
Oh, cool. Maybe not that far,
Thanks,
but
good.
I understand.
And then Spot came back after a long bender and threw up. Scratch here. Oh, it smells like vomit.
Vomit. That's kind of funny.
That's the equivalent of like Bean Boozled. I just don't like. Oh my god, you do like fish, or like the gross things and Bean Boozled, fish, vomit,
Ew, Bean boozled.
blood.
The Great Book of Smells, written by LilyPichu.
Is a guy just getting his scent back for the first time, and he wants to remove it?
Oh, there's your book right there.
I thought of a story called "The Girl Who Cried Worms." It's gonna be about a girl. She's ever since she was born, she cries worms, so she can't go outside, and she's like ostracized. But one day she falls in love with a guy, and then she's like, "I'm never gonna cry
Did you
again."
fall in love with a bird?
No. What's there to like? It's
2 questions.
Okay, sure.
One is you cut yourself off. You said she falls in love with the guy, and then you kept going. I'm really curious where that sentence is going.
She falls in love with a guy, and then she says, "I'm never gonna cry again because if I cry, I'm gonna cry worms, and he's gonna find out." They marry, and then she gets pregnant. But during the delivery room,
So they do have.
huh?
Go on.
They have a kid. Yeah, she gets pregnant, but the doctor's like, holy crap, baby comes out. Baby head is a worm. And then the guy finds out, and then she starts crying, worms, and she's like, I'm sorry, honey, I tried to tell you. And then he runs away. So she has to raise this kid by herself, right? And many years pass, and the kid's like, how come I can't go outside like all the other kids, Mom? And she's like, I'm sorry, honey, we're just different.
So this worm kid can see.
Yeah, but it's worm head.
And
with
I'm
eyeballs.
imagining in the children's book, you open it and it's like the pop
Oh,
out.
and the style's like Junji Ito, you know what I mean? Yeah. But it's like children's book, like it's really cute pop-ups with like worms.
The baby's just
Pull
coming
this
out.
tab for the worms to come out of her eyes.
Wait, okay, so I have a question for you. The worms, the process, I'm getting too technical, but
Yes.
like, let's say she's crying, the worm is starting to come out of the tear duct.
Yeah.
But then like she kind of stops. Is it like stuck and it's kind of wiggling
Yes.
and she's got to like pull it out the
Yes.
rest of the way? Because that would be a good like slot where you like help her pull the worm out.
Help
like,
her. It's like, oh my god.
It's like the
Guys,
pimple popper toys.
I'm getting
that are out.
endorphins from this idea right now. Anyway, eventually, she starts, getting really depressed. She shrivels up more and more and more, and then eventually turns into worm. And sorry, I forgot one major detail. Whenever she cries worms, her child eats it, so that's how he gets nourishment. Anyway, onto the story.
The worm eats worms?
No. He has a human body, but a worm head.
Oh.
Yes, but he eats the worms coming out of her
but his
eyes.
worm head is eating her worm tears?
Yes. Keep up, guys. It's not that difficult. Anyway, she eventually passes away, right? And then one day the child doesn't know what to do, right? There's a knock on the door and the dad comes back. And the dad's like, I'm sorry, like I fucked up, like I miss you guys, blah blah blah, what happened? And then the child's like, it's too late, Dad. She's gone already. And now it's too late for you. And then the child kills the dad and eats him.
Wait, what was the child eating like while the mom's been gone?
She hasn't been gone. He was eating the mom's
He's been
body.
eating his
basically.
own head.
Her body was disintegrating into worms.
Got
Like, his
it.
food was running out, and he's so hungry he doesn't know what to do. And that's when the dad comes, and he eats the dad. But when he eats the dad, he becomes human. And I don't know if the child's gonna be girl or boy yet. I'm not sure. But anyway, they become human by eating the human dad. And they're like, "Oh, I'm good now, right? I can finally go out into the world." And he goes out, and it's like an ambiguous ending. Like, were those worms that were coming out of his body just now? But you didn't know the end.
And then you get to the last page and it has like the play button of like an MP3 of like anything you want to, like the outro walk. I could see that.
The last shot is just one singular worm on the floor of the abandoned house.
You should make a stay comfy outro song for that book. So when you open that last page, it plays.
It's gonna be called The Girl Who Cried Worms.
So it's like that. And Worm Boy walked away, but a single worm was left in his trail. Someday.
I like the press, pull the tab to help the worm come out of her eye. Oh god, I love this story.
How do we like motivate each other? We should be able to share each other ideas because then we can go back and forth to build it. But how do we word it like so you'll do it? We should be like, instead of like, that's a really cool idea, do we say like, you should do that? Wow, you should really write that. Is that the better motivation?
I would hate you if you didn't write that.
You didn't write that.
We'd be really disappointed if that wasn't complete.
I don't think I could ever forgive you.
The Girl Who Cried Worms is coming out in 2029. What?
Look at her light.
Oh, what?
It hurts my eyes, to be honest. Stop!
Up.
All right. Well, Lily, I think that probably wraps up the podcast. Do you want to give us the classic Patreon CTA, as they call it?
Subscribe to our Patreon. Sorry.
All right. Well, Lily, that story was riveting, and I cannot wait to read it.
I'll give you a signed copy. Yeah, we're going to talk about more stuff. So, but that's for Patreoners now, right?
Oh, you're going to paywall it?
You say it then. I'm not doing it.
Wait, what the fuck?
What?
There's an actual worm in here. Oh my god, that is
believe
so
I-
weird.
I can't believe I fell
That
for
was
that.
so weird. The timing of that.
John,
Context
Take it away.
for the listeners.
Oh,
I
yeah, you
flipped
just-
her off with
yeah,
my
thanks.
middle finger
That's
worm.
really funny. That's a classic.
Well, John, that was a great worm joke you had there.
Thank you so much for having me here and complimenting my joke.
Okay, well, we're not done yet. We still have to record some little
Patreon After Dark.
After Dark stuff after this, which you can watch if you subscribe to the Patreon. But that'll call it for Offline Television Podcast Episode 27, Season 3. John, get us out of here with your impressive radio voice.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.